Landing on Mars. Well, no, we're not involved in other world travel. It's a nice idea, but Mars really stands for motivation, ability, role, situation. MARS, Mars, motivation, ability, perception. It really is how we sit down and define things and how it affects us individually. We take the input of us, our personality, our values, our self concept, our perceptions, emotions, and attitudes and stress. That's all part of who we are. That's part of our ability as we go into the organization. And we want to be motivated. I mean, I like to work in a place where I feel I'm doing something that's important, that's beyond me. Okay. I want to help other people succeed, which is why I'm a professor. I like this and trying to set and help give you something for your career pathway and the role perception and how it affects everything. And also that situation. I try to create a good environment for you in the aspect as a faculty member, as a professor, trying to make certain I'm giving you something, but also in a unique way that fits your lifestyle in the process with a pod class. So hopefully that'll affect your individual behavior and result. And I've seen a lot of different changes in regards to that. So Mars is a big thing. We call Mars a model of individual behavior. So keep that in mind. Motivation, ability, role, and then situational factors. So you always want to have that in your mind when you're dealing with other people. How are they motivated? What is their ability? What are their role perceptions as to what they think they're supposed to be doing? And then the different situational factors that will come in from the outside and affect them in the process to affect their behavior and the results in the organization. So internal forces, a lot of times they'll affect the behavior. So you look on the direction, the intensity, and what we call the persistence, how often they come back and they come back and they come back. And they have different things in the process that sits down there and makes them want to come back with more motivation. You know what? When it comes down to a 5-day work week, I don't know about you, it's hard to be motivated 5 straight days in a row. Okay, Friday is easy to motivate people. It's Friday, it's the last day of the week, yay! Even if you have to work half a day of Saturday, it's not a full day, yay! Okay, so you got Friday. Friday is a good, easy motivational day. So I think that if you're motivated to work 3 days out of 5, life is good. You can't do anything on Monday. Monday is after the weekend and everybody kind of goes in. So Monday's out. That's not going to be a strong motivational day. You might get Tuesday, but if you can get Friday, you need 2 more days. So maybe you get Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Tuesday, Thursday, and add that to that. Yeah, 3 out of 5 days, that's good motivation. Anyway, so direction, intensity, persistence. You want to look on the ability part. Okay, here you have the motivation, the direction, intensity, persistence, what they're doing about it, to sit down and be persistent, keep them focused on the job, to motivate it and complete it. The ability, that's you with the person and job matching. And by the way, there's people out there that simply can't do this kind of work over here. They can do this kind of work, but not this kind of work over here. They'll drive you crazy. So maybe you can move them over here. Yes, that's part of your job when you hire them. So select the right one. Sometimes you can get somebody that's struggling here to do a better job. Look at that, they're doing better. You develop them as an individual, as a person that'll fit that job, or sometimes you redesign the job. Sometimes I've come across people that are so good, but they aren't getting the job right, that you sit down, you tweak the job to fit their skills better. Sometimes they have skills that supersede that of the job, and you add additional responsibilities and they love it, and it changes the entire job description. Now, there's a danger in that because you may not be able to duplicate that person in the days to come and may have to go back to a different kind of structure. But redesigning a job sometimes works. The role perceptions, they need to understand the job duties, what's expected of us. You know, it's a big thing. I think of all the training things you can do. Listen closely to this. I'm telling you, as an experienced HR professional, somebody with obviously a strong academic background or behavior. Okay, the reality, the most critical job training you can do with an employee is orientation. Make certain they understand what you want them to do. Role perception. Don't leave any doubt in their minds. One time, I walked into my dentist office. My dentist, him and I, we've known each other a couple of years, so he's leaning against the wall and he's listening. He's listening to his new dental hygienist. He says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm listening." To what? I told my staff what to do about checking underneath the tongue for tongue cancer, and I want to see if she's doing what I told her to do. I said, you're spying on on your employees? He says, did you walk in and see my name on the front door? He says, yeah. He said, yeah, I'm responsible for what she says. So yeah, I'm spying on her. And yeah, I want her to do what I want her to do. Oh, okay. At the end of the day, he's really smart. That is true. Make certain the employees know the job duties that are expected of us. Make certain you tell them what you want them to do, even to the point that they recite back to you what they're supposed to do. Make certain your employees know. Make certain that they know what they will be accountable for. Make certain they understand what you think is the most important things. Now, by the way, sometimes they have better ideas about what should be done first, and you ought to listen to them as part of org behavior as well. Benefit of clear role perceptions. Make certain they're good at their job performance, they coordinate with others, and they're really motivated, going back to the M in Mars. And then finally, the situational factors. What kind of different things? What is the time, the budget, facilities? What about different hazards? Look on the individual behavior. What kind of task performance do they have inside the organization itself? What are the OCBs, or the organizational citizenship behavior, called OCBs? How are they behaving towards other people? How are they behaving to other organizations? Sometimes organizations are siloed. We're marketing. Those dumb people over there in production, they don't get what we need. We need them to pay attention to what the customer needs. The people in production says, don't those marketing people understand? And you have organizations, they have separate silos, giant cement tubes of, I am marketing, I am accounting, I am manufacturing, I am, except for the fact that you're all one organization trying to deliver a product and a service. It's a big thing. See how people get along. Avoid counterproductive work behaviors. Sometimes people do stuff inadvertently to harm the organization, sometimes on purpose even. And sometimes there's skill shortages, and sometimes there's job high turnover. Sometimes your fast food areas, you'll see 100% turnover in 1 year. It's a huge problem. The best advantage is if you get a job in one of those places, it's a tough job to work, except you get promoted really fast and everybody leaves. So, so maintaining work attendance, make certain that people are paying attention about the situation, but know all about landing on Mars. Motivation, ability, role situations, and situation factors, Mars. Take care.